You might not have known, but there is an official sequel to Super Mario USA. This title, originally a reskin of Doki Doki Panic, was indeed adapted for the Satellaview, an add-on for the Super Famicom that utilized online features. BS Super Mario USA was released in 4 episodes, each 1 hour long, broadcast once a week over a period of 4 weeks. In each episode, players were sent to a different world from Super Mario USA. Although the gameplay and levels were essentially the same as in the All-Stars version, BS Super Mario USA stood out for its mechanics, its CD-quality music exploiting SoundLink technology, and a plot that continued from the original game. The villain Wart reappeared and overthrew the King of Subkin in the absence of our heroes. Mario and his friends had to recover the golden Mario statues, symbols of peace, which Mouser had stolen and scattered throughout the Subkin Kingdom. One of the peculiarities of these versions is that the playing time was limited to 50 minutes. This constraint was due to the linear nature of satellite broadcasting. Developers had to plan the game according to specific time slots to adapt the audio stream and certain scripted events to the game's progress. In other words, dialogues, character changes, and music were pre-programmed to occur at specific moments. Thus, BS Super Mario USA took the content and graphics of Super Mario Bros. 2 but offered completely different gameplay and a soundtrack, with an emphasis on exploration and scoring. Additionally, the game was divided into 4 episodes, each containing 2 levels. As mentioned earlier, it was no longer possible to freely choose one's character. Changes were imposed during the game, just like the appearance of certain enemies or invincibility, always following a logic of scripted events. Given the limited playtime, BS Super Mario USA allowed players to replay a level several times in search of statues, bosses, and to send their scores in real time. It is important to note that emulating games that utilized SoundLink requires some adjustments to be played properly. Since the SoundLink audio sources have been lost, fixes are necessary to play music during the game, taken from Super Mario All-Stars. However, the absence of voices recorded by real actors cannot be compensated for due to cartridge limitations. Nevertheless, I can give you a small glimpse of the original experience. Therefore, it's difficult to judge this title outside of its original platform, which offered features such as CD-quality music and real dialogues. We can play BS Super Mario USA today only in a reduced form, but it remains an interesting piece of video game history to discover.